series of 7. So if we do not know the goal or purposes of the author, then we do not know whether it's good or bad for the literature as well. So the first main purpose is, we can see that Harry Potter is an adventure, and of course, it's a fiction stories. So the purpose, one of the purpose of J.K. Rowling is to make sure that people who read his novel will understand that he has a passion toward the dreams more than the real society. At the same time, as a human being, we need dreams to make sure that we can grow. But at the other point, too much dream will always be just a wish. Because if we only have dreams and do something beyond the reality too much, for example, when we see the movie that Harry Potter do a lot of amazing things, and many kids try to copy the acts of Harry Potter, then that produce a huge disadvantages for the society as well. For the second point of view, it helps actually reduce the readers and viewers some pressures and stresses as well. In human being, no matter which age we are, stress and pressure always be there. So reading some novels and help view some movie will help people to reduce stress. And Harry Potter has played a very important role in that point, which most of the readers will have a lot of imaginations toward the futures, have a lot of hope to grow in their futures. However, Harry Potter has some weak points as well. Because as a novelist, we write books for people, and we do not limit the age of readers. And at that point, could lead some kids with below the age of 12 or 15 who cannot think too much, will try to dream too much, and do not focus on what they have and what they are doing right now. No matter what we are, we need dreams. No matter what we do, we need purposes. As an author, we need to understand who are our targeted audience and readers. As an author, we need to know the goal and what the impact toward the readers. If we do not know this impact of the reader for the business side, economically, we cannot make money. For the educational purpose, we cannot grow people. And that's the only purpose of literatures. However, no writing is perfect. We might think that Harry Potter has gone too far for the Cambodia as well as in the world, which produce a lot of fictions, which produce a lot of bad points for kids and for the for ordinary people to think over or outside the box. But at the same time, we never know that one day everything in Harry Potter novels become true. Just like in the past that human beings believe that the earth is not square. So one day we might think that, Harry Potter is all fictions. But maybe one day science proves that Harry Potter is true. At the end of the day, although I'm not totally a fan of Harry Potter, I believe that Harry Potter have both good and bad points for the literatures, for the reader. But at the same time, we need to know who are the reader, how critical thinking the reader can do in order to get this story. Thank you.
Certainly in the UK, many thousands, maybe millions of children have read and enjoyed the Harry Potter books, who otherwise would probably never read a book. So if they learn to enjoy literature because of Harry Potter, then maybe later they go on to enjoy better quality literature. So never mind if the Harry Potter story is good or bad, doesn't the experience of reading, isn't that a benefit in itself?
Well, that part of the educations, to make sure that, for example, now I have kids. I want to make sure that my kids know English. So I need to teach them some things. Whether it's sexual movies or whether it's literature studies, I have to teach them some things. But in that point of view, we need to also very selective, very selective what content we need to teach the kids. now we can say that, okay, Harry Potter writing is very good, which attract a lot of readers, and so that it encourages many kids to read. But what more important is the content of what the reader reads. That's more important. So if, for example, kids start reading things about criminals, and they have the emotional feeling that they might want to follow that one. So what are the impacts of that? So of course, Harry Potter play a very important role in encourage kids to read, but not that much, because sometimes part of the story gives too much imagination for the kids. Thank you.
So I think the purpose of literature is to expand your imagination. But if somebody who is an aspiring writer thinks that Harry Potter is going to make, writing stories like Harry Potter is going to make them more money, rather than producing the best quality literature that they can, do you not think that Harry Potter is actually quite harmful?
Yes. Every business needs to make money. And of course, Harry Potter made a lot of success in terms of finance. For that point of view, we need to know that as an author, besides money, we need ethics inside. We cannot write something that for only money. Then we can also do drug trafficking, also make money, but very unethical. So as in a point of view of the author, we need to really know what the impact of audience after the readings. So if I were the author, actually I'm also an author, but particularly I'm writing motivational books. So for that point of view, I actually know that some part need to be written to make money. But if they're too unethical, then ignore that part. You can make money in a lot of ways. Thank you.